So I've been at Northeastern for about 3.5, almost 4 years now. So I came to build up the research computing team and our presence at Massachusetts Green High Performance Computing Center. MGHPCC just rolls off the tongue. And when I started, there was maybe around a petabyte of storage. There was a lot of shared compute and a team of 2 people. And so there was a lot of work to do, which was an opportunity because there wasn't a lot of research data storage, and we had some things that were in place and some things that weren't. Right? The thing that keeps any HPC center or somebody who has responsibility for research and faculty is the data, right? Keeping it safe, and that was terrifying. That we had faculty just keeping stuff kind of wherever. We had a lot of people keeping stuff on the Scratch file system because, why wouldn't you store your research data on Scratch? So fortunately we had at the time, we had there were 4 file systems. People had been kind of buying a little bit of this and a little bit of that, so there was kind of a smorgasbord of stuff. And I saw it as an opportunity to say, all right, well, let's go see who's out there. Right, and this was 2019, and so we did VAST, and then we added a couple more. We needed secure data, which at the time you guys you couldn't provide, so we had to go a different direction with that. And so in 2019, we had 7 different file systems on our HPC system, and so I thought it was interesting. You had your last 2 slides there, and we were that first slide, right? All the different things. And over the last 3 years, we now have 2.
Oh, that's cool.
So we have VAST and we have the secure storage.
So I'm going to lead the witness here. One of my favorite stories about Northeastern is that in the earliest days we went around and we talked to all these customers about consolidating Scratch and home into a common system.
Our systems inherently have to support the whole university, and so we're trying to pull people in from all the different areas. So we have a lot of AI/ML workloads, bioinformatics, quantum chemistry, all the way to computational social sciences, and so it spans the gamut. So our workloads are really all over the place.
How many different users do you have?
I think we're somewhere around 5,000, somewhere in there.
So you can't plan for anything.
No, exactly, right. And so as a lot of people know, right, if you're doing AI or you're doing these different workloads, it varies, right? I mean, you need different types of performance, and one of the things that was, for me at the time we were buying all the different storage systems was I wanted to have something that was just on Fabric and was just available to all of the things, right?
So lots of users, lots of unpredictability.
Yep.
So how's it going?
It's good. So I was chatting with Sven. We were talking about the compression and how things are. So we have our 3rd VAST purchase. We have about 6 petabytes at this point. When we get the next purchase installed, we're actually getting rid of our parallel file system with this next purchase. So that's what's going to get us down to 2. So technically we have 3 right now.
Okay.
But I messaged our unbelievable senior HPC sysadmin. I might be biased, but he is probably the best sysadmin in North America. He's unreal. So I messaged him this morning and I said, hey, just if you had to say one thing, why do you like VAST? Because he's the one who was with this last purchase. He really wants to get rid of the parallel file system. And his response was, it just works. That was the first thing that he said.
So he's not doing much, which means
so he's not doing
the work.
And that's important, right? I mean, anybody who's resource constrained in terms of FTEs and anybody who works at a university, it's hard to get additional headcount. You don't want people spending extra time on things that you don't want them spending time on. So it's important because his time is very valuable
That's cool.
to the team. So.
What do you know the data reduction ratio? Is that?
It is. I asked him that too. So we're at 2.2 to 1.
Oh, that's cool. That's a win.
Yep.